Thank you, Mr Deputy Speaker. I rise on the adjournment today to acknowledge on last Friday, the 11th of September, it was my absolute pleasure to attend the Huonville Primary School's launch of their Launching into Learning program, and it was wonderful that the Governor, Her Excellency, the Honourable Professor Kate Warner, and her husband Dick was able to attend, as well as in other members of Parliament, the newly elected, newly minted member for Huon, Bastian Seidel, and Ms Pachuzma, my fellow colleague from Franklin, and it was a wonderful event, and Margaret and her team there have a long history of really engaging young families in the Huon Valley to engage in that early start, that first step into their learning and educational career. And last year, Margaret and her team pulled together many primary schools from across the Huon Valley and down at Cygnet and Glen Huon and up and down the length and breadth of the Huon Valley at a wonderful event at Franklin, where they engaged a whole range of schools and young families into the Launching into Learning program. And so, again, this year, given the year that we've had, it was wonderful to see in such a wonderful learning environment young families coming into Huonville primary schools and really having the best possible start. And Margaret Cleaver and the education support, who is the education support specialist, and her early years team, the early years educator Ben Askey and the Aboriginal education worker Deb Eves, along with the support of Principal Ian Thomas, were all there looking at the amazing work that they were doing and the values that they demonstrate. And they really want to, the core values of the Launching the Learning program is having a strong focus on establishing strong relationships with children, parents, carers and grandparents. Ensure the tenet of being, belonging and becoming sits at the forefront of their philosophy. They support families to make a positive transition into the school community, and they do engage with families with children from birth to 4 years old, and they work together to support their talking, reading, physical, social and emotional skills development. They provide opportunities for children to learn through play and exploration based on children's interests, and safety and wellbeing are of prime importance, and they do create conditions in which learners, both students and teachers, will thrive. Margaret and her team do a fantastic job for young families within the Huon Valley, and it was wonderful to be there with other members of the community, sitting down and seeing some of the young students really start to engage and really be quite inspired by the environment they're in, and they know that that is the first step of their learning career. So I'd like to acknowledge the team at the Huon Primary, Margaret and her team. They do a fantastic job, and we know that young students and young people in the Huon Valley will be better for their work. And so on behalf of the Parliament, we thank Margaret and her team.
Go on then, Dr. Broad.